In 2019, two buildings collapsed. One was housing school, the other one college was there, and now 2021. If you look at the sequence, 2014, 2 years after 2016, 3 years after 2019, 2 years after 2021, and no concrete step has been taken or has been taken. Because if you have had concrete steps, there won't be a repeat of this. It's too soon coming up at a regular interval. Unfortunately, the ordinary people bear the brunt. The artisans, those who go to sites where there are no laws or enforcement, or say that there are no guidelines building construction building, guide construction of buildings. But I want to say that much as government agencies are culpable, we equally have individuals, especially paid developers, capable or culpable of this. Also, this have to be because that will hand them money for life and hand their children and their grandchildren unborn at the expense of people's life. Imagine an approval for a 15-story building going to 21-story. But whom do you blame here? It's simply enforced. I was pricked when I heard the gem of last time saying that the approval was for 15-story, the man moved to 21-story, that it was using substandard material. I felt bad. You saw a building going from 15, approval will have been given. I know the kind of governor we have in Lagos State. For him to recruit more hands. For you to sit somewhere and be telling us that it was a 15-story approval, now move on to 24-story building, and not enough when you got to the 16th floor, not enough when you got to the 17th floor, and you are all seated. It shows complicity.
But Otumba, it happens all the time in Nigeria.
Yes, but
you give approval for a bungalow.
Yes,
it goes to 2-story building.
I know Nigerians give them allowance, they take allowance, but there are institutionalized agencies that should guide this, that should curtail this, that should tell that yes, this is where the buck stops. Did they do that? I got a line that he said that inferior materials were used. If inferior materials are used, shouldn't they have stopped construction? So it is simply in our inability to enforce rules and regulations. The regulations are there. I know that when you are building story buildings, you must test the soil for its topography. We have an agency, Materials Testing Authority, Ojodu.
To approve a building, you do that in the office.
Yes.
But to find out whether they are complying, you have to be field workers.
I agree with you.
So there's a disconnect somewhere.
No, there's no disconnect somewhere. The only disconnect somewhere is that people are not ready to go out and do their duties. Because we are having these feelings that I have a white collar job, I must be in an AC environment, a cozy environment. I must not be seen under the sun. What are we saying? Anybody in Ministry of Works, anybody in LAPSCA, anybody in areas here, you have to go to the field and you are seated in the office. Then you're not doing your job. You must go to the field and monitor. Do you know how many people have gone now? Do you know what this will become into Nigeria very soon? Who says that the next president will not be part of those who have been buried alive? So what I'm saying is that it is annoying that we just lose human lives like that because of our negligence. We are not ready to do the job. I am not blaming him as a person because he will not be everywhere. He won't kill himself. But I'm blaming him as a coordinator of resources that can be requested for if they are not enough. If he had known, if he still knows that there are no adequate hands to go to the field, has ever made request to the governor for dispensation that I want more hands, I want to effectively discharge my duty as governor. That is the point. Must we wait until we lose human lives? Once that's what we No.
All right, we're being joined by Dr. Lukman Olalekan Torela Koka. It was at the building collapse yesterday. It was at the vicinity yesterday. Dr. Koka, let's tap into your eyewitness account. At that vicinity yesterday when the 21-story building collapsed.
good morning, everyone. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
everyone in the studio. I was just, okay, let me say I was fortunate. I was driving, I wanted to go and do something, and I was fortunate. I saw the thing coming down, and I saw a lot of people there, and apparently I didn't really know what is really going on, whether the building was coming down or whether they are doing demolition or whatever. I just saw it, I'm passing by and I just left the scene. I didn't even stay, I didn't even do anything. I when I got to where I was going, and I sat down in the office of the person that I went to go and I was just looking at watching the TV, and I saw it. I said, wow, and I told that person that, man, don't go through that particular, don't go through Ikolili Bridge. So, because I was coming from there and something happened, and this is exactly what is going on. So, from there, I started following the situation and maybe so that's exactly what happened. I saw it, I was just fortunate to see what was going on yesterday. Live, it's not that they were reporting to me. I did stay because I said a lot of I needed to now be doing some investigation and things like that stuff that I just left.
All right.
So it was later then, and now I started now hearing what has happened.
All right. As a professional, as a construction research expert, what would you deduce as the reason why a building will go down?
You see, once more, good morning, everybody. We should start from failure. It's failure. Failure. We have different types of failures. We have foundation failures. We have construction failures. We have serviceability failure. We have material failure. And we have some bedrooms and all purpose failures. And so these failures are very, very important. What has happened there yesterday might be construction stroke material failure. It might be a foundation failure. I wouldn't have because if we really want to know what has really happened, we need the forensic engineers to now go into that place and take some samples and start to investigate what has happened with the material, with the foundation. We have a lot of things that we can pick up to know exactly what has went wrong.
We're told, Dr. Coker, we're told from report that the approval given for the building was 15 floors and they went up to 21 floors. What's your take on that?
Right. I heard about that, but you see, when you are doing anything, you have to be very careful. If Lagos State has confirmed that, fine. But
The GM of Labscar confirmed that. Bola Nwoki.
if it is something that is wrong, you see, and this is exactly what is happening to everybody building houses rather. Everybody building houses in Lagos is crash. Even Lagos State government, they are not making everybody feel that yes, you need to go through these people because as soon as their agencies got to the site, they gave them money and they just went away like that. They did not want, like the man in the studio said, Ottoman said, a lot of things have happened. What have you heard about it? Synagogue happened, the whatever happened, this one happened. This one that is happening now, you should people already go. Nobody will say anything. And these are the things that we are saying. It's not that we don't encourage people that have money to be going into construction and things like that. But you cannot give a job of a doctor to a carpenter, a job of an engineer to a bricklayer. And a lot of things are happening, and people that don't know that you need professional, certified professional to do this job. If you don't get them done, there is a problem. Expect somebody that doesn't know the nitty-gritty of construction and allow that one to now be controlling the person that knows.
But doctor, Dr. Coker, the building was not constructed by a lecturer. It was done by a professional, actually.
Let me just tell you, we have different types of professionals. We will come to that later. Because if you are a
All right, Dr. Coca, hold on a second. I'll be back with you. I want to, reach out to Otumba right here in the studios so that I can have one or two, take on this issue right here. But before then, in case you're listening, you can join us. And the question we're asking is very simple on paper, but difficult in my head. Who should we really hold accountable for building collapse? Regulatory agencies or owners of building? 0805 897 0897 0805 897 1897 is the call line to be part of the program this morning. Otumba, that's Dr. Coca there.
Yeah.
He drove past, it happened behind him. Everybody's shocked.
When he said he was going for inspection, I felt so elated. That's the kind of engineers that you want in the Lagos State. If the engineer in charge of this building too had been going on regular inspection, he would have detected.
The first construction firm withdrew their services.
Yes.
They said the vision that they have,
Yes.
is not the same vision that the owner of the building has. So they withdrew
Yes.
professionally.
Yes.
Is that enough?
Not enough. When that withdrawal was done, shouldn't the agency responsible in Lagos State find out why that was done? Then if we have a site engineer attached to that place, that engineer by now should have been queried. When he saw that the building had moved from the 15th floor to the 16th report, when he was there, when they were doing the piling, the stockpiling, the concretization, the beams, everything, and he saw that inferior materials were used, did you raise any alarm? Shouldn't you have alarm because of one or two stupid naira allow lives to go under like that? So the point I'm saying is that we want engineers who are proactive, someone who will enforce the law, someone who will not just sit in the office. Look at that gentleman of the Kutuka. He was not in his office. He was going to his site. If other engineers had been going to sites, this would not have happened. And aside from that, I agree that there are some developers that are just after money. Human beings, developers who are to be blamed. But there is no criminal that is cautioned that will not listen to caution. If that developer had been told, hey, that developer, this mixing is poor, you will use it, I will not allow you to use it, and the day you stayed your ground, and you allow that concrete to be wasted, he will not do it again. He will do the exact thing. And this is the company that promised to provide luxury apartments capable of meeting 5-star hotel standard. The least apartment there is $1.2 million. That's the least, according to what I read from the brochure. And if you are paying so much, we shouldn't have used substandard material. Let us even thank God that happened now. What if they had completed the project and people had moved in? What would have happened? Do you know how many Nigerians that should have gone in? Highly placed Nigerians, the movers and shakers of the economy, who will have been tenants, will have gone in, and all of them will have perished. So I think it is high time government agencies buckle up and be alive to their responsibilities.
Let me take Dr. Coca on this one. Dr. Coca. Hello, Dr. Coca. Yes, very much. It comes to mind, who is a developer? A businessman or a professional?
Well, if you are going to put it in educational status, a developer can be anybody. It doesn't matter that you have to be an engineer. But a developer needs to get everything that will make anything that is not successful.
What should he get?
You need to get your expert teams that will work and give you. It's not that you will be controlling the expertise. It's the expertise that will be controlling the developer and tell the developer this is what is obtainable by standard. That is it. The developer, a developer can be a developer, an engineer can be. It depends on the liquidity of that person. If you have the money, but you see, problems that we have, because the experts
lights come.
Using it when it comes to construction. People just go to the market to buy cement. They don't look at what they wrote, what has been inscribed, and the bag of that cement. We have cement for concrete works. We have cement for plastering. We have cement for so many things. People don't go there, they don't buy any cement and they start construction. But they will tell their guys, but what would like to say? Because they don't know. Most of them don't know. That is why they always go to the market to go and buy just any cement. Before you buy any cement, have you tested it? We like I am talking now. I know the cement that I can use for construction. I won't mention the name of the cement. And there are some cement that I don't even bother to use. I don't want to use them because they give me that standard. Because I have done the laboratory test and I have seen that this is exactly what is good for my client. But the Lagos State government, they didn't champion it. They are just going, I know they are trying, but when they are talking, you don't give me what we call experience to the four corners of the industry. You allow people and get people outside. Let them give you an advice. They'll just go there now, they are doing that, Laka, they are doing that, Laka. But everything is just a showcase. It's a showcase. Let us see exactly what's going on. We don't put everything on that carpet. Tilago came, wait, nothing happened. The one at the 95 told you came, wait, nothing happened. So this one, I can beg you, it's going to come and go. Nobody's going to say anything.
All right, Dr. Coker, hold on for us. 0805-897-0897, 0805-897-1897. Let's see the calls coming through. Or 0805-897-1897. The call lines, WhatsApp messages 0805-897-5897. Who should we really hold accountable for building collapse? Regulatory agencies or owners of buildings? We have the voice of a survivor at the 21-story building collapse that happened yesterday. And this is it.
So it's not ready. So I sit them down here, they are all under the prison. So I tell one of my brothers, move here because as I came, I see some of the players cracking and they are kissing me. So I said no, we're not that. So they are just moving from this building. We just reach the end of this building. The people collapse at once. If you didn't fall for 1 hour and 30 minutes, if you call the whole day, I don't call them. Don't touch it and run them. They call them, they put the call them for 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Tune in to the Breakfast Show. Let's go! Hashtag TBS on Echo 89.7 FM.
6 a.m. daily.
All right, that was a survivor. You had more than a voice there. Very, very heartbreaking. I want to say so. Tears and blood. Otumba Ogulaja. I don't know. Current issues at rescue. The rescue mission is ongoing since yesterday. What do you say to that?
I want to really commend the state government for the agencies put in place to deal with emergency. Special accommodation to Lasema under with its director or general manager. But I must say that 10 minutes of essence. That's where I'm coming to. 10 minutes of essence. As that survivor did say, for more than 1 hour, no assistance came. If what he said was right because I was not there, then that's not good enough. That kind of a thing demands immediate response. Because many lives would have been saved if they had been there immediately. Our elders say that it's stage in time, stage 9. So, 10 minutes of essence. This is a situation where all eyes must be on deck, where helicopters should have been brought in to bring in rescue operators, where Julius Berger should have been contacted for assistance. There are many forklifts that can bring up a whole slab, and people on that slab will be saved. So I think 10 minutes of the essence. Although when they got there, they started doing a very good job. But that lapse, that lacuna, between the time it happened and the time they got there is important. And perhaps that was why that survivor was a bit bitter. That no assistance came until almost 1 hour after that. If what he said was correct, I was not there. But that I think is not good enough.
Let's take on Dr. Coker on the timeliness of rescue operations. What do you have to say to it? I know that Lagos has 5 divisions. The Ibile, Ikorodu, Badagry, Keja, Lekki, and Ekpe. So, do we have rescue operations in all the divisions of Lagos?
Well, the state government, they are trying. I think out of the 36 states plus one FCT, we can say they are still the center of excellence, but they are not doing up to what people expected. Otuma has said it all. You see, when you get to where an incident occur on time, you save more lives. And when you have the right equipment to dig into exactly what has happened, you save many lives. If you don't get what is supposed to be used on time, it's now a problem. You see, a lot of things going on, we cannot we can't shy away from what has happened. Never say we can still do more. I'm telling you, they can still do more. They have the right to do more. With what happened yesterday, I am not saying they didn't do, they have not done what is good, but they could have done more than that. If they engage the services of Julius Berger, like Otuma has said, and all other agencies, who can so much, as we are talking right now, they are still battling with the way they want to now exhume those probably dead bodies or the ones that are alive. It's a matter of equipment. You are not using that equipment every time, but whenever there is emergency, that equipment comes out. If there is no amount of money too much that you can spend on equipment, construction equipment, life-saving equipment, and a lot of things like that. You get the one that we can use on land, the one that we can use on the air, the one that you can use on the sea. But you see, because the incidences have not been occurring sporadically, and that is why they think that they don't even need some. They need all equipment for lifesaver and lifesaver equipment. We call those equipment lifesaver. But their rate of response is I wouldn't say too bad. It's fair enough. It's fair. But at the time I was possible, and an hour after that time, I've not seen anything. But the came later, and a lot of life was happening.
In other climes, what would you say is the response time in other climes?
The response time is within a GV. When you see the person that will come there, whenever something happen, it's the helicopter that you see. Helicopter.
All right.
The helicopter will come, and because they know that the road traffic, because before those ground moving equipment come, helicopter will come first. To now be looking at whatever it is that has been happening aerially.
All right.
That's why they will now, all those ones will now come.
Dr. Torila Coker, we have to let you go. Thank you very much for coming on hand to help us drive home some points this morning.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Okay, that was Dr. Torila Coker right there. Of course, a construction expert, research expert, Yaba College of Technology. It was within the vicinity of that building collapse yesterday. You can call the lines 0805-897-0897. 0805-897-1897. The call lines, or you send WhatsApp messages in case you're having issues with the network. Send WhatsApp messages to 0805-897-5897. We're looking at the insights into yesterday's building collapse in Lagos. 21-story building. I tell you, very, very devastating occurrence. It has happened again. You made reference to other building collapses. Dr. Coker also made reference to other building collapses. Can we point at anyone that's been convicted for such a, wrongdoing?
And to the best of my knowledge, nobody. To the best of my knowledge.
Well, I'll come back to that. Hi, good morning here. Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. I don't know. Once I pick the line, it means that I can hear you. You can just keep talking, okay? Forgive the fact that maybe you can't hear me. But if I can hear you, just talk. Tell us your comments or your questions so that my guest, Otumba Muyiwa Ogunlaja, can answer the question. Retired director and administrator from the Lagos State Civil Service. So you're saying nobody has been paying for it. The synagogue issue happened. If we use someone as a scapegoat, maybe, just maybe.
It will go a long way it will be a deterrent to others. And aside from that, all these money bags who are developers, they should not just be allowed to do what they like. I think they should be censored. That order should be brought to book. They should know what do you have as a developer. What access do you have to the right personnel? The right personnel. A bricklayer is not an engineer. Most of these developers use bricklayers. A bricklayer is not an engineer, and the electrician is not an electrical engineer. So they must ensure that these developers have the right personnel. That's important.
That can be held responsible.
Yes, can be held responsible for whatever happens. There must be an engineer from the state or from that appropriate agency that should be assigned to that project to be the construction engineer, and whatever he says will be final. It is not the money bag that should control him. He is the one that should control the money bag. That Alaji, and okay, this is your money, okay, this way it should be done. This way it should be done. And anytime there's any deviation, you should stick his hand and say, no work is going to happen today.
I'll come to that, Dr. Mba. Good morning here. Go ahead.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, go ahead. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Sharon.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead. Hello? All right. A lot of people want to be part of this, but we have issues with the network. But if I pick your call, or when I pick your call, rather, just talk. Say what you want to say. We can hear you in the studio, okay? Okay. I hope you got that correctly. Okay, who to blame? Okay, regulatory agencies or owners of building? That's a question we're asking. So you're saying that you're making a point here.
That the owners of the building or the developers are equally to be held liable and responsible.
So when professionals now say that this is the way to go, and the man who has the money says no,
he would not say no work should be done. He has the right to alter the job.
If he holds the job, they call someone who can continue.
Unfortunately, when that happens and it goes to the office, before it gets to the office, the necessary communication will have taken place. And his own guy now say, okay, go back. That is where complicity comes in.
Hello,
so all these Augustus must be aware of this.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. The owner of the building. Hello?
Hello?
What's your name?
Hello?
Hello? Okay. She just said we should blame the owner of the building.
Yes.
No, from what you said, it got me thinking. My draw away from what you just said is that should the Lagos State governor appoint an engineer from Lagos State if the project is multi-billion?
Yes.
Appoint somebody that will monitor it.
Yes.
Always resume there.
That is his
Is
own
that-
duty until the project is completed.
So that you will know that you want to cut corners here and there.
He will not allow it. And he should be told that whatever happens, his career is at stake. The moment he knows that, he will not want to jeopardize his career.
So at what cost would that be? On the
He has
owner?
his salary. No,
On the owner?
No, he has his salary now.
No, the cost should be on the owner.
No. He has his own salary that he's collecting. It's just an assignment.
Ad hoc duty.
No, it's not ad hoc. It's an assignment. It's an assignment. And mind you, that owner will have paid the government order for approval. What kind of the cost of this supervision? They had to the cost of approval. So by the time it now starts, an engineer is already on the ground to oversee what he's doing and ensure that we nip this kind of thing in the
Hello,
bud.
good morning.
Hello, good morning.
What's the name, please?
My name is Akiri from Ikorodu.
All right, Kini. Who do we blame? Regulatory agencies or owners of building?
Amen.
Oh, 89.7 FM. Right here, we're looking at the building collapse that happened yesterday. It says that we should hold both the owner and the agency responsible.
Yeah. And aside from that, government too has a lot of enlightenment to do. As Engineer Koka said, there are grades of cement. Nigerians don't know this. They meant to buy this cement. They will use the same cement for bricklaying, for plastering, for setting of blocks, for this and for that. To them, they have bought cement.
Cement is cement.
To them, cement is cement. It is because of that inadequate information. Enlightenment is important.
Very necessary.
That's necessary.
Let's see if I can take this. Oh, okay. Can this go through? Hello. Hello. Okay. You can call back 0805897 0897 0805897 1897. Right here. All right. Of course, Barrister Onyekachi Ubani. Okay. Or do I say doctor, sir? Good morning, sir.
You have to be sure of what you want to address me as. I take you to court.
Pardon me, I'm just a layman.
How are you, sir?
Very, very fine, sir. All right, okay, let's look at the legality and the criminality of a building coming down. What do we hold?
The government should not be exculpated. The builder also should not be exculpated. I'm talking about the owner of the building. We have had issues in Lagos where there has been high level of negligence in terms of supervision and monitoring of approvals given by the government. I have a live issue, sir. I have a live issue, and that is in Osborne too.
All right.
I have a live issue. Live.
Okay, let's have it.
Yes, it's on Osborne too, where the people, residents there, and owners of properties are complaining about one particular developer that has been developing properties left, right, center there, and then most times he reviews more than the approved plan. And when the residents interface with the government and say, look, we want to see the approval that you gave this guy. Can we have a copy of it? Let us know whether he's complying with the strict. And the government is shielding the man. And government will be on his side. And most times there have been instances of incidents on the estate. And the government has been very, very lackadaisical, despite all the views and cries that is coming out. So I am not surprised with what has happened yesterday, that 15-story building was approved and the man is building 21 because he knows that he can get away with it under Lagos State. You can do anything and get away. So far you have money and the government will always back you. Why they are now running helter-skelter is because this one collapsed and killed people, and that's why government now wanted to write themselves. When the builder himself said, I cannot continue because this is wrong, I cannot guarantee this, what did the government do? Did they stop the man from building? Did they stop him from building? So the government cannot be exculpated. They cannot
The expert did not meet the government. He just declined continue construction. He should have reported the matter, wouldn't you say?
Oh, are you saying that because I understood that report was made to the government and the government now stopped, but then the building continued, the building continued. So, but one of those who monitor, my brother, I'm saying that if you approve a building, and you say that what you approve is 15-story, are you not supposed, because I know that those guys monitor every building in Lagos. If you want to try to do anything development now in Lagos, they will be there. They will be there pasting something and all that. So at what point did they now cease from sitting in order to ensure that it's due compliance? If it's 15-story, why 21? Why did he get up to 21?
Dr. Ubani, so what's the penalty for such, an infraction?
I think the law is very specific. The government will first of all have to confiscate that property. The man may lose that property, lose that particular land, because there is a law for it, and then he will be prosecuted too. It was reported that a death occurred on the premise. So the man must be prosecuted.
There are some property that are still standing. Will those also go?
In the light of the fact that what was approved was 15 and the man built up to 31, of course, that property have to go. As I said, the government will acquire it. government, if they want to, unless the man is so powerful, of course, when you're powerful in this country, you're above the law. But if we go by the tenets of the law, that building and everything about that place is supposed to be acquired by the government.
All right, Dr. Ekachi Ubani, we must thank you for bringing legality to this matter for us this morning. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
All right, Otumba Muyiwa Ogunlaja.
Yeah.
I saw you were agitated when the lawyer was
I
speaking.
disagree with some of these assertions made.
Okay,
You
let's
see,
have
if an officer of the state government fails in the discharge of his duty, that does not mean that that government is not living up to expectation. No. If any state government is actually alive to its responsibility, I think it is the Lagos state government, and that was due to the state. That's just the truth. That some officers, in their own wisdom, in their own laziness, refuse to or fail to discharge their duties very well, does not make the government culpable. The government has already employed people. You have been given your schedule of duty. You know what to do. You fail in the discharge of your duty, then you are going to be held liable for that. And I'm sure you wait for some time. You see that many heads will roll. Many heads will roll. I know Lagos government for that. Many heads will roll. But it should be unfair of the government for people to say that government is not alive to responsibility. No. But those people, if you have a son who is not going to school, not doing exams, are you saying that you are the one that is responsible for not doing examination? No. You have paid the school fees, you bought the uniform, you asked him to be taken to school, he was taken to the school, he got to school, he liked the school. Without attending lectures. That would not be your problem. You wouldn't have known. So I don't think government should be totally blamed for that. It is those officers who refuse to do their job. That's important. Secondly, Nigerians too. Why do we refuse to comply with instructions? If you go around most of these buildings, you will see officers of LAFSCA going around marking these buildings. They will mark stop work. They will put stop work. They will put red mark.
But after they've marked it,
just hold on. You are right. But the second day, the work will commence. Some actually have the audacity, the infantry, to go and repaint that. They will repaint with other color and cover it up, and they will continue their job.
hold on a second.
So,
I'll come back to you. Let me see if I can take this one. Good morning. Okay, quickly, what do you say to this? Who do we blame? Go ahead. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. He said the developer should be responsible for that. On WhatsApp, he says there that the approval agency will collect bribe to approve a substandard building, and also the owner will refuse to listen to engineers on site, choosing to pay cheap laborers. Otumba.
approving authority will never approve what is wrong. They approve 15-story building based on the test conducted, based on the topography of the land, based on the assumption that all that you have submitted will be carried out. So it was right. I will blame the approving authority if it stopped at only 15th floor and it collapsed. But now, it was excess load.
Why didn't they stop him when he got
That is where the complicity comes in. That's where the complicity comes in. And because of the failure of one person, you cannot then generalize that the entire state government has failed. No. It is that officer who refused bluntly to do his duty that should be held liable and he must be made to account for his sins. Why did he not do his job? God will save him if he has done his own job by putting it in black and white and he has forwarded to his oga who did not approve. In that case, he has done his own job. That's why at any point in time as his public servant, always put pen on paper. It's important. Make your opinion known and forward and keep a copy of that opinion you have forwarded. Then if it happens, I saw it, I did right, I recommended, I forwarded to my guy, nothing happened.
Okay.
And I think that's important.
So that this will not be another talk shop, Tumba. We have done this before.
Yeah.
So that this will not happen again.
Again, what do we do?
What do we do?
Very good. The first thing is that all developers must be made to come and register. And they must submit the names of their engineers, their expertise engineers. That's number one. And those engineers must be invited by government to confirm that are you really the engineer of this developer? I wish if he has confirmed, let him know that if anything happens that happened to that company, you are going to be held liable and responsible. No engineer wants to lose his reputation. That's number one. Number two, Let everybody come building. Use the right personnel. And a bricklayer is not an engineer, for God's sake. That is important. Use the right personnel. Number 3, use the right material. This is where government need to come in. Enlightenment. Let Nigerians know which cement is for plastering, which one is for brickmaking, which one is for setting. If they do, they will not buy the wrong one. Nigerians do like their lives now. Nigerians want to live, want to be alive. Nigerians like enjoyment. Nobody wants to die. As hard as this country is, I am not the person to say, I want to die today, I'm fired up.
Government agencies have marked buildings before,
Yes.
and that this building is failing.
Yes.
And people have refused to even
leave.
vacate the
That is
building.
another one, enforcement. Government should do it. I told the Nigerians are stubborn. And some Nigerians, give them allowance, they will take allowance. If government see that place up and put law enforcement agencies there, nobody will boom in. And that's not enough. Let government officials go around now. I know many buildings in the state want to tell about. When I say tell about, they are prostrating. Good morning, sir. Good day, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Some are using sideways style. I think they are dancing choki.
So
You see?
that may
So
collapse.
all those, it will collapse. All those buildings must be marked. And people must be evacuated from them. And they must be discovered, they collapse and they kill people. That's important. A lot of moving around needs to be done. If AFCA is not adequately staffed, let government give them the dispensation to recruit people who will go around and ensure that they report. That is important. One life of a Lagosian is more important than 100 dead people. Who says that person will not be the next governor of the state or the next president?
Oh my man, Otumba, that's the way we want to live it this morning. Of course, we can only do this much, do the talking, and let those who can execute, the policies do their bit. Thank you very much, Otumba Muyiwa Bolaja.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, retired director and administrator from the Lagos State Civil Service. We also talked with Dr. Lukman Olalekan Torela Koka, of course, a eyewitness on the building collapse yesterday, who is also a construction expert. Yaba College of Technology. Once appreciate him also for coming in hand to help us drive the point home online. And of course, not forgetting Dr. Barrister Oyekachi Ubani. He brought legality into all of these things going forward. We hope that our people will listen and listen good. I must thank members of the team, our cousin Fumilayo Dukwe Adagun for a yeoman's job again this morning, aided by Damilola Adebayo, Motrayo Suleiman, and Bumi Ajayi. And of course, W, O Connect will be next on the other side.
Good morning. How are you? The program.
Oh, fine, thank God.
Okay, today it's looking beautiful, it's looking trendy, and we'll be talking food, we'll be talking fashion, beauty, and lots of music. It's going to be a great talk, great sound on Open Hand.
All right, the truth is not as defined by you. Truth is a constant. I leave you in the hands of Femi Kuti. Truth don't die. My name